Hi, today I'm going to show you how to answer the questions having to do with energy pie charts. We've done some of these in class, so you're going to get more practice on your own here today and the next couple days. So the example I'm going to give you is of an airplane which is going down the runway at 100 miles per hour, and then it takes off into the air and goes up into the air until it is 1,000 feet off the ground. And you're going to need to draw energy pie charts for this. The first thing you need to do, though, is draw a sketch of the situation. So I'm going to draw a sketch. The sketch doesn't need to be too complicated. And by the way, when you're doing this in your Google Docs, you can do it drawing by going into Insert and then going to Drawing and then using the drawing tool that's in Google Docs. So here's our airplane just as it's taking off from the ground. So I'm going to draw that. That's actually an airplane. Your sketch does not have to be too beautiful. It has to be something that we can see and understand. So that's an airplane, and that's an airplane right here. So now my airplane is taken off into the air. The next thing you need to do is you need to write what your system is. Our system should include everywhere that the energy is. That's the easiest way to do this. So where is the energy? Well, the energy is going to be involved, some of it is going to be involved with where the Earth is, because the plane is going to be above the Earth. So I'm writing Earth. You could have just written E there to save you a little bit of effort, maybe, as long as I can tell what it is. And I'm not writing very well here, but I'm not worried about that. I'm also going to write the airplane. That's important here. So airplane, just make sure that I know what you're talking about, that I can figure it out. So I'm calling it airplane. And also there's going to be some energy in the gas in that airplane's gas tank. So that's gas right there. All right. So now I need to make some pie charts for this. The first pie chart is right before it has taken off. And so I'm going to go ahead, and there's my pie chart. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Where is most of the energy right now at the start? What form is it in? I shouldn't say really what form is it in, but where is it being stored? It's being stored as chemical energy inside the gas tank. Almost all the energy in the plane now should be there. And so right here, I'm putting energy, and you should really write maybe a little bit neater than I am, but I have to finish this video in 5 minutes or it will cut me off. And so chemical energy is going to be the main source of energy, or the main mode of energy storage, I should say. And then you're also going to have some kinetic energy because it's going at 100 miles per hour as it takes off. So here we have the airplane going as 100 miles an hour, so it must have some energy of motion. All right, what about the second situation? Well, it's been burning gasoline all along, so it must have less chemical energy. So I'm going to write that a little bit smaller. And it's still going 100 miles an hour. That hasn't changed. So I'm going to write that portion of the pie the same size. Still 1/4 of the energy that we have involved here is going to be chemical energy, or sorry, kinetic energy. But where's the other energy? Well, the airplane is now above the ground. If it turned off its energy, or if it turned off its engines and didn't use any more chemical energy, it could still go all the way down to the ground and continue its motion by using some potential energy. So it must have some potential energy, gravitational potential energy. So right now there's gravitational potential energy. All right, now, as I said, it's going to cut me off in 5 minutes when I'm making this video, so it's going to cut me off very soon. So I'm not going to draw the third drawing, but if you think about the third drawing, you can think, well, to get all the way up here in the air, it must use more gasoline, more chemical energy. And so if it uses more chemical energy, this part of the pie is going to get smaller, the chemical energy part. But what will it have more of? Well, it'll be higher in the air. It'll have more gravitational potential energy. So the potential energy portion of this should get bigger. And so that drawing is going to change that way. The fourth thing you're going to have to do as you make these drawings is you're going to have to explain your answer. You're going to have to justify your answer. Well, I just did. I told you that, well, the energy is stored in the gas tank. It's chemical energy, but then the energy becomes, the gasoline is burned in order to get the airplane into the air, and so it becomes, or it is stored as potential energy. Okay, so you're going to have to make explanations like that. So hopefully what I've done here is going to allow you to set up and do the problems on the worksheet for today.